wanted to ask you, we've been hearing about Watson, artificial intelligence and soup,
Yep.
and a very innovative program that you've just kicked off. Can you tell us a little bit about that, why you've done that, and some other innovative projects with Amazon Echo, and give us an idea of embracing these new technologies?
Yeah, it's a topic I'm very passionate about taking the fundamentals that we understand about brands, our consumers and their behaviors, and finding innovative ways to bring that to market in ways that provide more value for our consumers. So we're very proud to be one of the founding partners with the weather company and IBM Watson on the first AI powered ad. So you can speak to the ad and it gives you back customized recipe solutions featuring Campbell's products. And it's just launched a few days ago, so we're very excited about the amount of work that went into it. And we believe it will be the future of advertising. We expect all advertising to become more engaging and more personalized and provide more utility in the future. But it also represents a very fundamental consumer behavior. Campbell's has been providing recipe advice literally since early cookbooks in the 1800s. And so for us, this is just the next iteration of that. Similarly, the Amazon Echo skill that we did with the Campbell's Kitchen platform a year ago is very much in that same vein. It is all about what's for dinner, providing our 3,500 Campbell's Kitchen recipes just on a different platform and a different device. So we're always excited about ways that take our culinary knowledge, our duty to serve consumers, give them good food recipes to provide for their family, and just serving it up on different platforms. And we're going to continue to do that.
Could you explain, not to get into the decisioning or how Watson works, but where does that media surface and how is it seen and consumed? Is it in an app? Is it on a desktop?
It's both in-app, desktop, and mobile through our weather company partnership. And we do a good amount of weather-triggered and contextual work through the weather company. So it's part of that buy.
It's primarily on their platform.
Correct. The addressability and the targeting possibilities in digital, I suppose, inevitably have put more expectations and pressure back on TV of all kinds, linear TV, over a set-top box buying. And so we've been experimenting probably for the last 2 or 3 years in some smaller ways, but this year we've started to scale a little bit more with different ways of getting to the right audience on television. And we've seen some pretty good success rates, particularly for some of our smaller products. We've seen ROI increases, from single digit to more than single digit in that approach. And it's completely intuitive when you think about it, right? Because the person is still receiving the sight, sound, messaging that we know is proven. It's just getting to a narrow audience, and therefore is a better, more efficient way for us to reach it. So we're pleased with our experiments there, and we continue to scale year on year.
And how about closing the loop on performance with addressable? Are you comfortable with that, or where does that stand?
We have probably not all the way to bright, but again, we have a lot of measurement experiments and learning. We're using a new product from IRI called Pro Scores, where we're able to find sort of lookalike audiences matched to TV inventory, and that's giving us some good guidance. Some other providers are giving us a bit more closed loop ROAS through the likes of IRI again or Data Logics. So we're always trying to find ways of closing it. And probably the last big area that's emerging as this e-commerce starts to become more at scale within food, that will probably also ultimately give us a bit more of a measurement piece, because right now, obviously the retailers hold that final purchase data.
And then finally, hanging out here with your colleagues, attending the sessions, having conversations, what are some interesting things you take away from this year's ANA?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite conferences, I have to say. I always go away both, inspired but also with very useful sort of action-oriented things to do. And the themes are pretty consistent, I think, of being purpose-driven, of how brand building has gone beyond just mere storytelling to acts, to deeds, to mission, across so many kinds of channels, and keeping the consumer at the heart of it and using data to guide that. But the thing I will take away, I think, the most from this round is the need to be courageous and to be fast. And so that's what I'm going to take back to my team.